Alright, get invited.
Kind of bizarre how the launcher was acting that way.
That is weird. Alright. Group photo time.
Closed out of it. Oh, you want me to get into that stuff now?
That's just... Yeah, sure, we'll get it out of the way. So we don't forget. Hey, Snow, you got invited.
Oh.
Did it not show up?
There we
go. Alright.
I can't wait till the other color slot gets unlocked for these.
Actually, wait.
But I don't know what the other color slot would be.
There we go. That's the screenshot.
What? What the fuck pose was that?
Flex.
Kind of disappointed that they went the lazy route with the helmet for Ara. Little disappointing.
In what way? That the horns aren't built into the helmet? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how the Mikote has like the little tiny ears as part of the helmet.
Well, as usual, the Ara are the red-headed stepchild.
I don't know. I mean, that might be the Hrothgar right now. They don't even have women at the moment.
They also have very limited hairstyles, too. And, like, fur patterns.
Your helmet is freaking out right now. Your helmet can't decide if it has a faceplate or not. It's just sliding up and down your face repeatedly.
I keep turning it on and off. That's the manually adjust.
That's funny. I like how it actually animates rather than just appearing and disappearing, though.
Right.
This looks so goofy.
Actually, if you take the faceplate off, up...
It looks good.
Put the faceplate up, it doesn't look too bad.
I like it. I think it looks better that way. You should keep the helmet on, but with the faceplate up. GNU Force-ish? What? Ray, are you okay? Do you need a hand?
There, she forgot the eye there.
Which eye? Where's the eye supposed to be?
It's a group of crazy from Dragon Ball.
That doesn't tell me where the eye is supposed to be.
No, it doesn't.
After the G there.
Oh, Ginyu?
Yeah.
Ginyu. There's a group called Ginyu Force? Okay. I see. Large oof size. That gift's gonna get a lot of use now, isn't it?
This looks very weird with the helmet.
Eating, yeah.
Like, that's totally how that works, right?
Yeah.
Just phases through the helmet there.
Sky, how'd the screenshot turn out?
I don't know.
Well, you could go look.
Oh, there it is. Pretty decent. Snow wasn't doing anything, though.
That's okay. She's the temporarily, at least, the calm one of the group. Where's her tail? Right there. She's got 3 of them now. Or 4. Or 2. I'm not sure how that works.
Definitely 4. But the regular
Yeah,
tail is obviously
they're
tucked
like,
into one of the pant legs.
Yeah. It looks almost like 2 because the 4 of them are like braided together. Yeah, I know. It's very annoying. I wish I didn't have to. It's a curse, really. Ransatinulver. It's a hell of a name.
What command was that?
That was examine self. Let me see what that was.
Oh, it's examine self is super cute with the Makote. You're like, oh no, did I just step in something?
Here's the thing, I've seen Snow do that movement in real life. That too!
Alright, what's the Aura version? Do examine self. What the hell? Did she like pull something off of her boot and then hold it up and look at it? What was that?
Oh, it's cute.
Look at the feet, look at the hands.
Yeah, but they look at the hands while they're way above your head? That's kind of weird.
It's to get the right lighting.
I mean, alright, fair.
Yeah, Snow has taken a lot of Final Fantasy traits.
Oh yeah, the classic Final Fantasy XIV confused head tilt. That is a meme in these cutscenes. that was very Lalafell of you, actually.
Oh, the Lalafell panic is hilarious.
Nobody panics quite like a Lalafell.
They do the whole like how Tidary does that. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, we've definitely seen it on some NPCs. All right, quest assists. We got one right up there, and one over there.
Have we taken all of the side quests? Has everyone taken all of the side quests here?
Yeah,
no.
You should have.
Oh.
Remember the Fallen and the War Without End from this area.
I didn't accept all of them because usually we do that at the beginning of a stream, not the end of one.
Oh,
Sounds good. And I actually did that even before I started playing Final Fantasy.
So it was fate, is what you're saying.
I guess.
They just motion captured Snow for all the NPCs.
Those poor NPCs.
Well, if I was going to have anybody do motion capture for, my needs, it would definitely be Snow. She's incredibly expressive. All of her movements are super expressive. Ray's too, actually. Ray has this adorable hand flappy thing that she does when she gets excited.
Cute.
Actually, if Snow's motion capture was like all of the NPCs, then Ray was probably the motion capture for the Lalafells. Yes, definitely. You are very hyperly animated, when you're in a good mood. Which is my favorite state to have you, to be honest.
People get excited. Yeah.
And while she was huffing, she was blowing out her cheeks and shrugging up her shoulders to make herself look as big as possible.
That's very Lalafell.
I rest my case.
How did you know?
Oh, I don't know. I've only known this individual for a long-ass time. She's in the right height range to be a Lalafell, too. Fun-sized.
Be glad you're not in kneecap kicking distance.
As you can tell by the all capitals "oi," which I personally heard with a slight English accent.
Oi!
If I were in kneecap range, she would definitely chew on them.
I was expecting kick, not chew.
Well, you gotta keep in mind height.
Aren't you two coming?
Yep.
I was waiting on Snoop.
Big Durgan.
Mm-hmm.
Angry Durgan.
I would attack my ribs. You know this. True.
I think it was funny that you were like, Big Durgan at the exact same moment that the combat music started up. It's like, oh, somebody got aggroed.
Go.
These abandoned effects look like the same sparkle effects I've seen everywhere else. They haven't been abandoned. No? Okay.
I'm trying to parse that joke. It's not working.
The sparkly thing is in effect.
Yes.
It clearly has not been abandoned because it's being used right now.
I see. A steamy situation.
You shitbag!
Whoa.
Bad squishy.
Dick.
There.
Snow gets so into her aggressive moments, it's fun.
Dragon is an entire, untamed bag of shit.
As opposed to a tamed bag of shit. Okay.
That's what I said.
I don't think I've ever met a tamed one before.
They're very rare. Usually after becoming tamed, they stop being a bag of shit. So...
Oh, so is that when the bag gets thrown in the garbage can, then?
I don't know, we haven't successfully managed to do that.
Yeah, PragerU is still around. Good point.
So is DeSantis. And Trump.
Same.
And you know,
Same.
the entirety of the Christian Nationalist Party...
Yeah?
I'm sorry, the Republicans...
You don't have to repeat yourself. I heard you the first time.
It's fucking terrifying that they actually want to call themselves that.
It is.
To the point where a few of them have actually started.
At least they're being more honest about it. They've always been that, but now they're just being more honest.
You're not...
Oh no.
You're not wrong.
What are we knowing about?
Oh no.
What?
The player character.
Oh, Leather Daddy. Nice.
Leather Daddy of fuck it.
Okay, Bane Pool. Where the hell? Oh, that's up there by the dungeon. Okay.
Adventure!
Also, Ray, please don't attack her ribs until after the stream. I need my tank to have functional ribs.
I need a new ring. I need 2 new rings. Well, no, just the one, because I don't need to replace it twice. Maybe I do, just to make sure that I can get this thing as far away from me as possible, because my current equipped one is the Orthodox Ring of Fending, and that I shouldn't have anything with Orthodox in the name.
No. We gotta get out of
Religiously
Ishgard.
or otherwise. Like, not necessarily, religiously Orthodox, just in general. Orthodox does not belong to my face.
So true. That's why we need to finish this expansion, so we can get away from Ishgard. It's too orthodox around here. In both meanings of the word.
I think Frozen France is pretty non-orthodox, to be honest. They're not exactly known for their winters.
Well, in that sense, yes. But that's why we have to call it Frozen France, because the frozen part is not assumed as being part of France.
Ray, first you have to tell me how I'm wrong. Let me just throw this bone at this spot, find out what happens.
Ishgard is absolutely frozen France. There's no way you could possibly disagree with that. What are we woeing? Sudden leather daddy?
Go from the sky. It's like, oh my gosh.
You're not gonna... Oh, I will try and keep this motherfucker off of you.
It's just funny to me that the first three capital cities you can't really nail down to being real countries. But a lot of the other countries that were added after that are like direct comparisons to real countries. It's just kind of a funny contrast.
Why do I get the feeling that effectively what we just did was just play ATF to a dragon?
I don't know, because I don't know what that means.
Well, the ATF has a really long and bad history of shooting people's dogs.
Oh.
Sometimes after baiting them. We literally just put down a bone to get this dragon's attention, and then we murked his ass.
That's exactly what happened, yes. But before that, I was going to say that Warcraft does the same thing country-wise, because they just straight up put China in their game. with the Mists of Pandaria expansion. Pandaria is straight up China.
What if it's gay up China?
Might be. It is pandas.
Pandas can be pretty gay.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they're so fluffy and cute.
It's also why they're endangered mostly, because they just won't. They're not into that sort of thing. Apparently.
They're not into being straight anymore.
Nope.
Maybe they gotta do the thing that the horse people do and just hire somebody whose job is to jack off the pandas. You know, artificial insemination.
Hello, Larson.
Larson, you've chosen a
wand of Destroy Hound. Love it.
Oof.
Yeah.
Larson has chosen a wonderful moment to join the stream today. As we talk about the ATF and then people who are paid to jack off horses. Oh dear.
There's good money in jerking off horses.
Apparently.
Hell, there's good money in jerking off dogs.
I mean, they should realize that they can save themselves a lot of money. Like, people will go and get those jobs just because they're kinky.
See, that's why I think background checks need to happen in this case.
Yeah.
Are you doing this because you have bills to pay, or are you doing this because you're getting off? Because one of these things isn't okay.
I mean, it's important for people to enjoy their work.
Not like that, though.
Maybe not like that, though.
I enjoy my work that way. because I get paid to when I'm actually doing that. But, you know.
To be clear, I don't think Kai's talking about dogs or horses.
No.
In this case, no, I'm not talking about dogs or horses. I'm talking about me.
It's like people who want to become cops because they want to shoot people. Oh, you mean the American police at large?
I mean, they have a long history of that kind of shit. Something Bacon's Rebellion.
I don't know how many of those people other countries have in their police forces, but I'm pretty sure the answer is both some and also less than America. Probably.
Well, I mean, it's easy to have less than the U.S. because there's, generally speaking, a lot less people in other places.
Okay, less as a ratio. The percentage of their cops that are like that is lower than the percentage of American cops that are like that, I think. / hope. Norwegian cops aren't usually allowed to carry guns on their persons, so what you're saying, Larson, is that they're
useless.
Cool.
Is
that they beat... You're saying they beat people to death rather than shooting them.
Yeah, like, a gun does not make a person evil.
It just gives them a scary tool while they're evil.
Not even really that scary of a tool. No scarier than anything else. The only thing that a gun has on literally any other weapon, with the exception of maybe a bow, is range. Even in most cases, they have range on a bow, too, because, you know, faster rounds go yeet. But as far as being effective killing tools, they actually aren't. They're horrible at it. No, I'm thinking of guns in general, as I have a fairly sizable collection of them, and know history about them, how they're made, etc. Having made one myself, too.
I like the Flammenwerfer.
Oh, yeah, I also made the Flammenwerfer. But, like, I actually own an AR that I built. Legally,
so I
of
think
course,
we
so
are...
we're going to be talking about it.
We're out of side quests.
We are finally done all of the side quests in this area, of which I have previously warned this zone had a ridiculous number of them. And now we know that for a fact, because we've finished them all. Finally.
And now we can go to Foundation.
Is that where Ulfino is?
Yes.
Okay. Let us pray return to Foundation with the return button. Ooh. That's a fancy weapon. What are you, an astrologian? Yeah. That is a cool astrologian weapon. Look at this fucking thing.
Like, second. I haven't loaded in yet.
That's cool.
Oh, that's the Shiva weapon.
I bet that thing looks super fancy when it unfolds. Also, this Lalafel's name is... Hold on. This Lalafel's name is Ham Rembrandt.
Nice. I mean...
I could do a try-on, probably, yeah.
Yeah. That's how I knew it was the Shiva weapon.
Ooh, yeah, look at that.
E.
That's neato. I'm just so sad that astrologians are so shitty at solo play. because they have some of the coolest looking weapons and spells. And they're perfectly good in a dungeon, or like on a team, but when you're going through the main story, soloing, weak as fuck. And I don't like their special tarot card game mechanics at all. But their spells are so sparkly.
Yeet.
And their weapons look super neato. Alright. To the last vigil.
Yep.
Yeah, that is super cool.
Hmm?
I was looking at the weapon.
Oh, yeah.
You're
It's
going
pretty
to-
neato.
The last vigil.
See, that's really less of a problem with the police being armed and more of a problem with the police being bastards. A tool doesn't really change the situation. The person holding it does. Unfortunately, we've put the right tool in the hands of all the wrong fucking people.
I don't know what the actual percentages of dangerous cops in the States are, but it is way too fucking high. Whatever it is.
Here's the perspective from a minority. Okay? If I cannot trust one person with a badge and a uniform to protect me because they have personal, reasons that they don't want to, then I can't trust any of them because they all look the same.
Yep. Alright, Forgotten Night, by the way.
Yep.
Ooh.
That's like that's
Shiny
the
kitty
best
cat.
perspective that I can give from the perspective of a somebody who's willing to talk about it from that direction. It's not often said in that way.
Check out this robe, by the way.
Anabasio's robe of casting.
The tool does
Yeah,
not change the mindset of the
beautiful.
user at all.
I think for some people are vulnerable to the kind of thing where they'll get real arrogant and full of themselves when they've got a gun.
Well, that's because
It's not the
there's a
gun's
piece
fault,
of shit.
but
It has nothing to do
It's
with the tool.
Yeah.
You give
Well,
them
indirectly,
any-
it's
like-
the person's fault, but they get cockier when they have that tool. It is their problem,
Right.
their fault.
Okay.
But it's a thing.
But replace the gun with literally any kind of tool that could make killing easier, and you have the exact same situation. There are stories of people who wielded sword on horseback that were just the same pompous pieces of shit, because a weapon that gives you control over somebody else is going to cause that particular kind of person to change their mindset. It's going to change their situation. It doesn't change the situation. The situation remains the same. So don't arm assholes, is what I learned from this.
That is the takeaway here. Yes, ultimately.
Pretty easy to do. If you found out that you gave arms to an asshole, and they turned out later to be an asshole, remove their arms. Literally and figuratively.
My friends, I am in your debt. Think nothing of it. Your wounds are healing well, I trust. Some wounds do not heal.
Hey, Catboy, this is how you hold your head for a headache.
Mm-hmm.
The founding
The scriptures, 1,000 years of lies, all to deceive the common man. Nay, our own brothers and sisters. For the blood of the Knights 12 flows within all our veins. You knew this to be true. You knew, and you concealed it.
I should be interested to hear how you came by this.
Because they have the same character model.
yes,
This
you have
one
the
is
right
Dude Pope Ramu.
Hmm.
Seriously.
Yep.
The architects of Ishgard, King Thordan and his Knights 12, entrapped and butchered the great worm, Ratatoskr, that they might partake of her eyes and thereby transcend their mortal limits.
They stole the squirrel's eyes.
Upon learning of their treachery, Nidhogg was consumed with a murderous and justified rage. I dare say you know what followed.
The great worm slew the king and half of his knights.
Aye, but Nidhogg was subdued, and his eyes plucked from their sockets by the knights that remained. Their one mistake was to show mercy, for from his brother Hreisvelger did Nidhogg receive a new eye, thus rejuvenating his form and empowering him to embark upon an eternal quest for vengeance.
Whilst Thordan's son Haldreth took one of Nidhogg's eyes and learned to wield its power in defense of his people.
Thus was the first Azure Dragoon born, and ever since that time, his honored successors have risen to drive Nidhogg from our lands whenever the worm has returned to plague us. I ask you, my son, will you answer for my sins? Will your son and his son answer for me as well?
What do you mean?
If a man cannot atone for his sins in the course of his all-too-fleeting life, must his progeny then be held to account? Must every subsequent generation be judged as well? Thorin's betrayal of Ratatoskr was an unconscionable, unforgivable sin. Should we then, as his descendants, meekly surrender ourselves to an eternity of punishment? Nay, say I. I would not see our children sacrificed in a vain attempt to appease an implacable foe. Dragons are not like us, my son. To they who live forever, the wrongs of antiquity are as those of yesterday. No reparations shall ever suffice. This fact alone should serve as ample justification for our actions. Yet some refuse to see it as such. For men like you, who yearn to commit themselves to a nobler
Helene
cause,
wouldn't like
a
this.
more compelling narrative is required.
This is your solution. This is how you protect our people. You have given us a lost cause, a death sentence. With your compelling narrative, you but doom our countrymen to give their lives for a lie.
And they do so gladly. Highborn and lowborn alike are proud to serve, to fight and die for their country. And what would
Manic
you
Dan,
say to
hello, how are you?
Bro.
What would you tell the wives who have lost their husbands? The mothers who have lost their sons? That their loved ones died for naught? Over the course of 1,000 years, countless men have donned these robes, and every one of them came to accept the necessity of this solution. Once, I hoped you might come to accept it as well.
Why does it remind you of Final Fantasy X? Because it's Final Fantasy XIV.
Do not despair, my son.
Jeez.
Soon I shall free us from the sins of antiquity.
Can also direct your attention to the information panel beneath the video that says Final Fantasy
Bring about the
XIV Online
change
as the
you
game
so
being played.
fervently desire.
That's spoilers, though.
It's a feature that Twitch has had since before it was Twitch.
Yeah, it used to be Justin.
Spoken with others, I would have their name.
Justin TV.
Escort him to
As
a
somebody
cell
else
and
remembers that.
question thoroughly.
I'd never heard of it until it was Twitch, but I'm aware that it had that different name before. I wonder why they called it that. Was the founder some guy named Justin or something?
I think the guy who started it was I think that was his first name.
I would guess. Those two guys are dead now. I think. Are those some of the ones we killed?
No.
We killed Renault at least, didn't we?
You saw something, did you not?
No.
A vision of the past?
No?
We kicked his ass, but no, we didn't kill him. We're going to kill them.
Kill the fuck out of them.
So this is the power of the Echo. Would that it had shown you a finer moment from my past. 'Twas an exercise in futility, as you saw. Faced with the firmity of his conviction and his many ready rejoinders, my words deserted me. To be frank, I am embarrassed to recall it.
Amrek, you're a good fella.
Friend once impressed upon me the importance of differentiating between words, deeds, and beliefs. Were he here, I suspect he would judge your father's conviction to be no more than rank, self-serving delusion. Even so, I cannot help but wonder what manner of change he intends to bring about.
I have given some thought to that as well. During the battle within the vault, the Heaven's Ward demonstrated strange and unnatural abilities.
Aye, the manner in which Ser Zephyrin struck down Lord Horshafon was unlike anything I've ever seen before.
The spectacle called to mind King Thordan and his Knights 12 as they are depicted in scripture, holy powers and all.
Mere fabrications, which have become objects of faith, instilled with the belief of countless devoted souls. 7 hells!
If Lady Iceheart can use her own body as a vessel for summoning, I see no reason why others could not.
Are the Heaven's Ward truly so reckless?
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Unbelievable.
As they fled, my father spoke of Aziz La. Though I know not what he intends, I fear no good shall come of it. His ambitions are too great, and his minions too powerful. We must find the Heaven's Ward and stop my father before it is too late.
So many good words in this cutscene.
Yep.
Amrek words and Amrek and Elfino both word very well. And they're also both very sweet boys. Go kick some Archbishop ass. Can't be that hard, he's real old and bony. In fact, I might hurt my foot with those ass bones. Achievement unlocked. You say you want a revolution. I certainly do. Ishgard kind of sucks. Master Garland. Alright, let's go get us a Sid. Time for shinies.
I was over here messing with my adventure plate.
There we go. Perfect. What do you think, Snow? My adventurer plate.
Nice.
It's so me. All right. To a Sid.
I put a tiny bit of effort into.
Ah, I didn't. Actually, no, I put literally exactly a tiny amount of Nice.
So, to sort of explain, seeing as I was in cutscene before when I was having that conversation, the reason I feel that those ideals and rules being set back when that happened and it still being an issue, and that's the origin of it. The reason I'm so strongly believed in that is that if you take an organization and then you continue to fill it with people either too weak or too disinterested in changing its flaws, those flaws will maintain till the organization is dismantled. So they were never solved. Those issues were never solved. So yeah, it's still an issue, and it's still an absolutely valid part of history.
It definitely gets harder and harder to make those changes the longer they go without being made. And also, somebody just ran by named Asmongold Fan.
So where do we have to go? Because you didn't say.
The quest tells you.
Well, usually you tell me, so I don't read the fucking quest.
Sky Steel.
Cool.
Oh my gosh, there's someone called Boba Tea.
Technically, Baoba.
Hmm.
Baoba. I like it.
Cute. We knew this way.
So you've tried every single possible kind of boba to say that is a accurate blanket statement? Because there's like 100 different kinds of boba, my dude. Including bursting boba, which is honestly the best boba. Because you get these little balls that explode in your mouth with fruity goodness. That's
the gayest thing I've ever heard.
It's not a solid. It's not a solid. The bursting boba are not solids, I promise you. No one would ever call them solids.
Funny thing is, at the end of a work shift, I get to pop them like they're bubble wrap.
Right? It's amazing.
Picking one of those up between your finger and thumb and then just popping them, really satisfying.
It's way more satisfying than it should be. The chewy ones. Have you ever had tapioca pudding?
I've had the tapioca balls in bubble tea, but not the actual pudding. No.
That's all the boba is just larger tapioca balls. There's a reason why sometimes they're called tapioca pearls.
Yep. Usually,
you don't
if they
really
ask,
chew them. You swallow them. You let them roll down your throat. Don't try to bite one. It'll turn into a projectile as it squeezes between your lips and kills the fucking dog.
No, that
usually around here when you're buying bubble tea around here, they usually ask you if you want it with pearls or not.
I mean, you know the straws that those come with, those make very good projectile launchers.
Yeah, they would.
Like, tapioca pearls are like butt plugs. It's all fun and games until somebody bites one and shoots the cat. Only with a butt plug until somebody farts and shoots the cat. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but I personally find it incredibly difficult to fart with a butt plug.
Well, that's why there's so much pressure built up when it actually finally happens. That's why you get the projectile speed on it.
Collectively, people either learned entirely too little or entirely too much information about me today. You're welcome. Got the little gemstone in it and it vibrates.
I like how Sid's there, like, usually I'm the one pulling you out of the fire, not delivering you into it.
That would give me childhood trauma as well, Larson. Seek therapy. I'll seek therapy to fix that, because I would have nightmares about that for the rest of my fucking life. That's awful.
I do not want surprisingly chewy apple juice. Nasty.
Ugh, chewy apple juice.
You should not
have to say those words.
You do not need to chew your apple juice. That's disgusting.
I mean,
There's
after
one way.
I had to say them after I read them because Larson typed them. Yes.
I don't know. There is not a point where he said chewy apple juice. Not once.
Although in some Japanese drinks they do have the instead of like the boba or whatever, you can have jellies, which are like little tiny like jelly squares.
Oh yeah, sure, Larson. It's all on me after you talked about apple juice that was surprisingly congealed. Yeah, that's nothing like what I said.
Congealed is not the same word as chewy, my friend.
It really isn't, but the meanings are very adjacent to each other.
They're adjacent, but you specifically stated he said chewy apple juice, and he didn't.
Meh.
That said, if you want to have chewy apple juice that won't give you a fucking nightmare, you can use gelatin with apple juice and make like apple juice jello, which is actually pretty good.
Slippery?
And also really useful. It's wet. Wouldn't it always be slippery? Or are we talking slippery,
my brain
like
actually
slime eel slippery?
Yeah, I was gonna say
hagfish.
The way he said that supplied my brain with a impression of texture I didn't want, and I think Larson didn't want it that day either.
Please do not chew on hagfish. That sounds like a very bad idea.
Also, teleport to the Astrologicum when you're done.
The completely not an eel that will dump its body weight in slime when it feels threatened. Just secretes this mucus out of its body that weighs as much as it does, and it slides away.
Or at least tries to.
Usually fairly successfully, because apparently the mucus does not taste terribly good.
If it gets snagged on fishing hooks, it can't exactly slide away from that.
Are you two done arguing about these things?
I'm going through stuff while doing so.
Stuff.
Now, you said I was supposed to talk to somebody afterwards. Now what?
We go to the Astrologian place.
So I'm just following Snow at this point.
Is it telling you to meet at the airship landing?
Huh?
Is it telling you to meet at the airship landing?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, to the Astrologian place. And then we walk across from there.
This is true, Larson. The slime is actually a hell of a really cool defense mechanism, but it's literally their weight in it. Awful.
So that astrology, yeah, that thing. It's
Astrology.
Astrology.
Speaking of mucus.
It's space boogers.
Space boogers. Sky boogers.
Ew, space bogies.
Mm-hmm.
Whee!
Also, fun fact, not very fun for the hagfish, but most wallets that are sold as being made out of eel leather are actually made out of hagfish. Which is only legal by a technicality because a hagfish is also known as a slime eel, even though it's not an eel at all. Yes, I'm also familiar with that. Anti-ballistic hagfish slime is really fucking cool.
Interesting. This gives me a mental image of a bunch of soldiers standing around a barrel of slime that they're slathering on their chest before they go into a battle.
I'm sure that it will be a little bit more
obviously it won't
manufactured than that, but that would be cool.
Right, but that's just the mental image I got. That's the way the Imperium of Man would do it.
I wonder if they're researching stuff like that in countries where the people really should have ballistic armor against the armed 1%. Sorry, the police.
Meh. Speaking of which, I had an idea last night that I realized that I probably should have thought of a long time ago. You know those, we're getting all these factory automation games these days, right?
Yeah.
We need a factory automation game based on Warhammer 40k where you're playing
the northern reaches
Mechanicus.
of the Sea of Clouds, where countless isles yet remained uncharted.
I think we need one that's entirely Magitech.
Yeah, that too.
Give me the
need both of
steampunk
these.
factory builder,
Search of a
please.
mysterious land
Yes.
known as Azizlar, and the unmasked villain who sought to claim its secrets.
Ouch! Fuck.
You okay?
Yeah, I just got hot ash all over me.
Oops.
Larson, I've played a fair bit of Pathfinder, but usually custom settings, not pre-made ones. So I've never heard of Cerulean Seas.
I have heard of Cerulean Seas, but I've never had any experience with it because fuck Pathfinder.
But yes, I would love a steampunk and/or Magitech factory building game. But so my idea for like you could even get a good in-lore 40k one because you could be like, you find a planet that's outside of the Imperium and it hasn't been claimed by anybody yet, and you're playing as a tech priest who works for a rogue trader who sends you to that planet to set up set up factories to turn it into a forge world and, you know, exploit its resources. That'd be fun as hell. A game like that would be badass in 40k aesthetic.
As well.
It'd be very different.
Be the hive mind. Do it like
yeah, but they don't
like
factory as much. At least not in the same sort of way.
Not in the same way.
I would be interested to see what an attempt at that would look like, though. Yes.
But like a factory building-ish game from the perspective of the Tyranids played from the hive mind, so it would be like a factory building god game.
I don't know how that would work, but I would be interested to see somebody attempt it.
The Sims Tyranid Edition.
Managing the diets of your tribe? That does not sound very fun at all, Larson. No comment. A Game of Dwarves is pretty good, Ray. I like that game.
Burning off.
I wish they would make a sequel or something. No! Not allowed.
We gotta emote at this.
We have to look out again, but this time we don't get XP for it. Or at least not immediately.
Maybe I shouldn't do that while looking at snow.
Yeah, you do that, you'll go blind.
Oh.
Food.
Cerulean Seas has a prestige class that's about summoning, controlling, and becoming more like hagfish. It's called the Mixin Mave. That's an interesting name. Interesting class idea as well. You've long wanted a Dungeon Keeper style game where you control either a Chaos Undivided or Gene Stealer cult? Yeah, I would play the fuck out of that.
Music in this zone is just so happy.
It is.
It's bizarre. I'm here for it.
Oh, we gotta go kick things butts.
Yeah, but we're not allowed to do it together, are we?
Doesn't seem so.
You try anyway. Yeah, okay. Disband. Devil May Cry style game about an Eldar Harlequin? Yeah, that would work. That would work, I think. Speaking of which, I still need to play Bolt Gun. And I'm super excited for Space Marine, too.
So, Devil May Cry style game, so an arcade shoot 'em up thing? Like, what style of Devil May Cry are we talking about? Because there's been multiple variations, and a lot of them can sort of fall into the arcade shoot 'em up style. Especially Devil May Cry 2. Anybody who says otherwise, fucking fight me.
I think he means more the 1/3/5 style. Well, I guess and 4. And all of them but 2. 2 was the weird one.
2 was definitely more arcade. It had a very arcadey feel to it, which I personally appreciated, but I know a lot of people didn't.
While I would still say it was my least favorite of the series, I didn't hate it, like many people do.
I never understood the hate. Lucia's too cute for hate.
Yeah.
Just a very enjoyable character to me.
Taliak, protect me!
That's adorable.
What?
It just Larson had an arm and keyboard pad. Just being cute.
Ah.
I occasionally get those in my office. I love my office spiders.
Yeet.
So it wasn't a spider at all.
It was a different bug cosplaying a spider. Not very well.
They're actually more crabs than spiders. Land crabs.
Damn. It's hard to target ass gunship. Why are you immune to my tab key, jerk?
I've had that happen more than once, which is why I don't rely on it.
It tends to happen
Use
with
it at all, really.
things that are high up on the screen, like hover ships.
Which are the ones that I have a problem, clicking in general. So,
here's the trick: on the left side of your screen, you'll have a list of the enemies with their health bars. You can click on that as well.
oh, did not know that. That's fucking useful.
Yeah, you can target them from there.
There we go.
I usually don't bother with that, but sometimes with like gunships and shit, it's a more useful way to do it.
There we go. Daddy Longlegs are so cool. They're also really sweet, actually. Most of the time, they just want to be left alone, though.
Mood.
Yeah, Younger me almost beat this kid senseless when I was much younger because this kid thought it was funny to try to pull their legs off.
Yeah, there's always that kid. I knew one of those kids.
It's like, hey, they still move. This is so cool. It's like, how would you like it if I pulled your legs off?
I guarantee you,
They
they'd
would
still
be
move too.
They'd be just as active for a little bit.
They'd move quite a lot.
Their biggest mistake was telling me there was no way I could do that.
Yeah, you don't tell that to a snowcat. I agree.
No. And got their ass beat for it.
Sounds about right. Deservedly so.
Yeah.
Hey Kaya, how do you like the weird giant sky basket over in the distance there?
The sky basket.
Yeah. There's a lot of different things that could be considered a sky basket, but they are all weird.
Specifically, in this case, this fucking thing here in the middle of the screen that I'm looking at. The thing that's hanging by the rope.
Yeah.
I want the sky basket.
Yeah. Too bad they typically use them as prisons.
I mean,
for non-wing folk.
What a better place to put them.
Right?
Away from society, where they can't cause any harm, and where they can just sit and think about what they did.
Yeah. Also, if one of the humans or Elizons decides to escape from prison, they just get a nice long fall as a reward.
Yeah, they'll respawn. Really, it's the ultimate prison break. Unless when you get in prison, they reset your spawn point. That would be unfair, though.
You know they would.
I feel like that should be hacks and is just a show of unnecessary force. If somebody can break out of your prison and then fall to their death only to respawn, the reward for that should be freedom. Your prison should be impenetrable. It shouldn't. Should be.
Also, check out their aetheryte here. They have a very unique aetheryte in this village.
They're big fucking moths.
Their aetheryte crystal is a black mage. It's wearing two black mage hats.
True. Big mops.
All right. Now that the enemy has gone away,
we're gonna do cutscene, and then I'm gonna go and boop the aetheryte.
Yes.
More of the amazing wording that these dudes use.
Hmm. Want to bluster and blow hither and yon. These people were pretty obsessed with the wind, but I guess they're birds, so that's fair. What unseen lightning begets such thunderous report? Hi, Sky Whale.
That is an animation shot.
Snack time.
No more island.
Netherlings. Interesting word they have for us, eh?
Netherlings.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's fair enough, though. We do come from the land below them, so... Is that going to turn out to actually be your dad? What, the whale?
That Final Fantasy is made out of Japan, not Korea.
Wait, what?
That's the kind of shit I would have expected from a Korean RPG, not a Japanese one.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't play them, so... Oh, Final Fantasy X joke. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
It was also that, which...
Squeenix has literally done that before.
I mean, kind of. Not exactly.
How I have my camera
all over your stuff.
How I have my camera, I just saw your little puff of darkness just mume across my screen, like full tilt, just
full Wii mode.
yeah.
Also, these bagpipes are killing it right now.
Only jump right now.
I know, right?
I just want to point out that this thing,
jumping airship
with wings and propellers for thrust, can only jump.
Yeah. It's got a good wobble on it, though, doesn't it?
It does. I actually really like that mount.
Also, there's apparently a ether current very close south of us that we can probably snag.
South? Oh yeah.
I think over here at the edge. I'll go check. Oh, no. Over near.
Oh, it's around here somewhere. Somewheres.
I see it.
Oh, it must be up there.
It's up there.
Ah.
I see Snow found it as well.
Oh, here's Leather Daddy again.
Oh, yay. Don't mind us, just trying to murderize things.
Here it is. Man, you guys could really use a healer down there.
Yeah, sadly ours ran off.
What a dick.
Rolled a nat 0 on that self-awareness throw, eh?
It happens to healers more than you think, actually. They'll be like, oh hey, that person should be healed. Wait, I am the healer. Shit.
So
Well, that sounds like the
get there.
actual self-awareness happening. There's a staircase.
Okay, there's staircases.
Yep.
Now, let's see. 300 southwest, so that must be over there. Don't remember. It's there or there?
Yeah.
Just a lookout one, or... Oh, no, not even. It's just a hold your hand out and absorb this one.
Yep. Well, that's because it's an ether current, not a sightseeing point.
Right.
It's a green, not a blue.
I'm sober, is the problem.
That is a problem. Also, if you look out this way, Kai, see that big old airship over there?
Yeah.
That's the point we used to enter this zone from way back when.
Nice.
It's kind of cool that we can see it from here. Now we're off on the other side. We can finally get the ether currents done. Alright, now we can talk to what's-his-face.
Well, I seem to have discovered an empty. Hold on.
I looked up at your health bar just in time to see it mostly disappear after you said that.
Well, before I found the empty, I found something cooler. I was standing on midair.
Oh.
And then I adjusted myself so I could, have a better angle on it and hit the wrong button and stepped off of it.
Oops.
As you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We've all been there. Netherlings deliver Lolo Vanu from clouds of steel-shod fiends. Improve nobility. Soft rains to soothe the heart and sunshine to warm. So these are some big-ass burbs. Sumo burbs. That's right, Larson. Asperbs. Exactly. Do you not see those badonks? They're mighty.
Actually, fun fact with these Vanu here, you can actually tell whether they are male or female based off their names. Vanu, they're male. Vali, they are female.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yep.
That explains why they all have one or the other in their name.
Shit, this makes sense too. Larson may have been right. There lies the ancient birthplace of sin.
Yeah?
Maybe the sky whale is daddy.
Well, he won't be for much longer, because we can kick his ass.
The look on Snow's face when I said that was kind of funny.
Yeah. Sky Daddy.
He
Got 2 more exploring ether currents to do. Also, probably a good time for a little pee break, wouldn't you say?
Might be a good idea.
Alright, let's form up
Maybe
where
I'll
Kai
find
is
something
then.
to stuff in my face too.
Yeah, that a snack would be a very good idea.
I thought Kai was here, but now there's not a Kai here.
Nope, she's up here. This dude's headdress, though.
Little extra.
I know, right? It looks very heavy. He must have a strong neck.
Yeah. Well, have you seen the Vanu? They can easily deal with that.
They have a lot of neck.
I mean, they're birds, so their neck is actually about the diameter of your thumb.
Not these ones.
Have you seen the feathers off of them?
Have you? No? They have a fucking hell of a waddle, though, I'll tell you that.
Well, that just means that their feathers are extra floofy.
Maybe. Okay, pee time, bye-bye.
Bye!
Blech.
Boo.
Ah!
Yeah, that's right. I'm a gay robot.
We know 3PO, we know.
Either one of those voices were 3PO, though.
But he totally is.
You're not wrong, but still.
So I saw a funny post about opening weekend stats for Baldur's Gate 3.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a dog you can end up recruiting into your, like, not as a teammate, but like hangs around with you in your camp when you camp for the day. And he has been petted over 750,000 times in the opening weekend, cementing his reputation as the goodest boy in all of the Forgotten Realms. And also because the game has Speak with Dead and Speak with Animals spells, right? So players spoke to over 1,400,000 corpses and over 2,400,000 animals. The next time somebody starts bragging about being fluent in 9 languages, ask them if any of those include squirrel.
What about cat?
No cat, sadly. There's an owlbear cub, though.
Was, Baldur's Gate?
Yeah.
Do they have the statistic of how many years have been spent in character creation already?
Yes. They
How's
actually
that
do.
For a fucking number.
88. The answer is 88 years.
We have, since its release, which was not that long ago, people have collectively spent 88 years in character creation.
Yep.
Y'all need to get a life.
Apparently some people beat 368 players and managed to finish the game on the opening weekend. How the fuck? Like, even if you played it constantly, how are there enough hours to do that? Damn.
Completed, maybe not. Beat, yes.
That's what it says. Finish. So I think they mean beat. Not definitely not completed, but I'm still shocked. Nearly 10% of characters spent at least an hour in character creation. Oh, and one that amused me. One NPC was shoved into a chasm for every concurrent player we had during our peak on Sunday, which is 815,000. Because they have a shove action in the game where you can push people. I pushed so many people off of rooftops and shit. Also, out of all player deaths, 12% were caused by friendly fire. Nice spellcasting there, Dave.
I know of one NPC already that a lot of people want to push off of everything.
Oh, I know exactly who you mean already. Also, Kai.
Yep.
I realized during the break, it is an odd-numbered day today.
That it is.
So I'm sorry, even number day today. Which means the thing that you thought what I said meant.
I am not fucking sober enough, or I'm not fucking high enough for life. I'm done with this shit. Please
I like that we both got the day wrong, and yet the message still went through just fine.
Huh?
Message was still received by your brain. Clinky's friend.
Ever. I'll take one, you can take the other.
Friends.
Yep. A berry is neither a straw nor a berry. Though I suppose it would have been funnier if I said it is neither a berry nor a straw.
In a way.
Got some strawberry flavored sparkling water by Waterloo today. Good stuffs.
And I got the grape one. So, yeah.
Also, one stat that I thought was strange.
Yo! Waterloo is a product of Canada. I'm drinking Canadian, naturally flavored sparkling water.
Hell yeah.
I can
So
highly
stat I
recommend
thought-
Waterloo, actually, if you're looking to get away from even the diet sodas. This actually
I'm
has
not
really
sure.
good flavor.
I'm ironically not sure if we have that.
The
at
mixed
my
berry is
local
highly
grocery store.
recommended.
I will have to check.
That's really funny if Waterloo cannot be found in Canada.
Right? But yeah, here's another stat they had that I thought was confusing. They have a chart of the relative percentages of players that made, like, what race their characters was and what class their character was.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently,
Yeah.
the most chosen race for character creation was half-elf, and I find that weird as fuck. I don't. Why?
They're the biggest bottoms in D&D. Are you kidding?
I mean, I would have expected it to have been either human, tiefling, dragonborn, or Githyanki. But it was not.
And all of the Doms chose those species. All of the subs
Although,
chose the half
yeah. I was gonna say human was like second place by a blonde one, but Githyanki was the lowest out of all of them. I would have thought people would be like excited to see a weird new race to choose from that's not normally in the game. I mean, that being said, I didn't make one either, but
What'd you make?
a human. But I did that specifically because I made a human paladin character, and I wanted basically the benefit of having like some extra skill bonus or whatever the fuck it was.
Seems legit.
Does everyone talk to Alphino up here?
Yes.
Yes, I just need to find
Hunu Valley.
some cute burb to bow at.
Yes. Yeah, actually, this is technically, while I'm playing through as the human paladin now, technically the first character I made was a halfling sorceress. But then I decided I didn't like having a sorcerer being in the front of the party all the time, and wanted to be something a little bit more chunky.
Fair enough.
So I made a paladin who looked as much like the real me as possible. And apparently my beard is too powerful because it clips through my helmet.
At least it wasn't your penis.
No, I'm not a Githyanki. Although I did realize the other day that one of the equipment slots is underwear. Yeah, it has its own separate equipment slot.
There actually is an NPC in the game that I got very excited about knowing that was in the game. There's apparently a Sphinx cat
Ooh.
that you can talk to. His name is Your Majesty.
In Baldur's Gate 3, you mean?
Yes.
Interesting. I haven't met it yet. Although I did at one point talk to a blue jay who was very excited about getting advice on how nice his nest looks while he was rearranging some shiny object in his nest. It was very cute. Oh, and there was a bear hanging out in a druid enclave, trying to talk to a traveling bard and being very frustrated about the fact that this bard was the only human around that couldn't understand what he was saying. Because the bards can all talk to animals, right? Or sorry, the druids. They've got to speak with animal spells. What's wrong with this guy?
Who knows?
I want to point out, every animal you can talk to is voice acted, too. Every one of
Nice.
them.
Isn't there a naked cat that has a special name too?
She just told us that, yes.
Yeah, the Sphinx cat.
I was reading, sorry.
No.
Yeah, the Sphinx cat called Your Majesty.
Silly me was playing the game and...
It's okay.
Hi, Raze.
What?
Is something confusing you?
Just randomly, all caps.
And yet it made perfect sense to me.
You know what vibes I got from it, though?
Nope.
I can't remember the name of the guy who invented Facebook. I can only remember the name of the guy who played the guy who invented Facebook. Who the fuck invented Facebook? Mark Zuckerberg! Jesse Eisenberg looking motherfucker. Trent Reznor did the soundtrack.
Trent Reznor. Oh my god, he perfect fursona for him. You know what? Weirdly enough, I think a boar would fit him, actually.
3 hours later, in all caps, Mark Zuckerberg.
I remember that story.
Fuck, the Game Grumps are funny, but especially when
They
Aaron
are.
is exhausted.
Mm-hmm. Also, I love the fact that the exact equivalent thing to that happened in the video game Control.
Yup. It's a real thing. I think that's why I like the Game Grumps so much, because they have human moments and they film them.
Yes. And if they didn't film them, then they'll at least tell you about it when they are filming.
Right? Like, I don't know of any other duo or group that is as human as those two.
Speaking of which, they've been having a fucking time of it playing Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
The goddamn shenanigans that have been afoot.
You also look
Lord.
with as human as they are, it explains all of the different people that they've managed to hang out with that are just super down-to-earth people.
It's true. Speaking
I guess
of
you
which,
attract what you are, in a way.
yeah,
Why am
it's
I
true.
surrounded by so many good people? I'm a fucking asshole.
Speaking of which, Gerard Khalil, also known as the Completionist, also known as one of the members of Super Beard Bros, is apparently friends with, oh god, I've forgotten the guy's name. Reading Rainbow guy. What the fuck's his name?
Also known as Jordy LaForge?
Yeah, that guy. What the fuck's the actual name again? I'm brain farting. Anyway, he's friends with that guy's daughter, apparently. Nope, that's not it.
No, that's not his name, but that's essentially the character he plays.
But apparently, yeah, the Gerard the Completionist is good friends with his daughter, apparently.
That's cool.
They're currently trying to get him on the show. Just to hang out and
I
talk
enjoy
gaming and
his
shit.
existence. He's another just really down-to-earth human being.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that he did all the shit that he did in Star Trek, because you can't see shit with that prop.
Oh, I imagine.
Somebody made a prop of it and brought it to a con where he was.
Yeah.
And he tried it on because the guy says, "Please, I worked very hard on this. Please try it on." And he did. And he said, "There's the only thing that I can say about it being accurate is I can see out of this one way better than I could the actual one." So,
LeVar Burton, yes, thank you.
Yeah. He looks
also,
pretty
Reyes,
good for being in his
congratulations on your
60s.
victory. Huh?
He looks pretty good for someone in his 60s.
Right?
The melanated people age beautifully.
A lot of them do.
Like, respectfully, because I know I won't.
The only reason why I know
like she's 19 until she's 70, and then suddenly she's gonna look like she's fucking wood.
Oh, so that's my life path too then. I was gonna say, the only reason I know I'm going to age well is I already have. I'm fucking old.
Ah, you're not that old.
Not quite LeVar Burton, but close. Yeah, that would be so super cool if they could get him on the show. That would be awesome. I know the Game Grumps have had some surprising people on their show. It's always fun when you find out like a massive celebrity is actually a much cooler person than you realized, you know?
Right?
Yep.
I think I have all of the floating sky nipples.
These.
Nope, there's still more. Cool.
Still more. These
Also, it
ones
is
give
so...
me credit.
Yeah. It is so appropriate. I think out of all the celebrity guests they've had on Game Grumps, the one that's the most appropriate for their show has been, you know what? I've forgotten his name now too, but the guy who voices Sonic in the Sonic movies. Ben Schwartz, that's it. That is the most fitting to Game Grumps guest they've ever had, because they play a lot of Sonic games on Game Grumps. And also, that guy's fucking hilarious, by the way. Ben Schwartz, very funny human.
Sleepless and OK Zundu.
Yep. Now we gotta...
It's like the OK Corral, but it's Zundu.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. Gotta talk the
Rain, life, sky.
over here. I found the two. We need two more. We need to talk to.
They're over here? Okay.
Yes, over here.
Yeah, there he is, right next to each other.
I'm coming to get you. Hi.
Oh.
Over here.
Alright, so we're looking for a lazy bitch. And let's see.
Who's under
Girdle
some
grass.
stairs.
That sounds horrible. Slay Wamura Kampe. It's a fucking mouthful of a name. Alright, so we gotta kill stuff, kill stuff, kill stuff, gather stuff, and find a lazy bitch.
Yep. There's one down there, and yeah.
And there's something going on way down over here. That's...
Yep. Go
I
down
think
here. Murderize everything.
That's the big name people. I think it's the moths.
Yep.
Oh, no, it's the... other boog.
It's
So
the
whatever
baby.
the fuck this is.
That is...
No, it's like a...
disturbing.
It's halfway between like a tick and a potato bug. And apparently it is one of the moth larvae things, I think, well, from what Snow said.
Yeah, the baby.
Which sounds familiar.
I figured everything!
Yeah. Well, you're DPS. Recklessly angering everything is your job.
At least I'm not on Ninja. I actually
Right.
cannot play Ninja.
I don't like it neither. It's too busy. It's too much busy work. Welcome back, Larson. Yeah, playing
Welcome back.
the ninja class is a little bit too fiddly for me. I do okay with it. I just don't enjoy it. All those jutsu are a pain in the ass. Maybe this one will be easier to get to. Hello, here is a target to kill that is not on the other side of a bunch of motherfuckers.
Ooh. That's Sidewinder attack just looks yeesh.
Imagine
Nasty, yeah.
the tea you could make with these flowers. Just saying.
Be a lot of it, that's for sure.
Just like several pots of tea just with one flower.
Make like a gigantic building-sized kettle.
And dandelion floofs that you could fly with.
Eek.
And you literally can, because you can get one as a mount.
Yep.
We've seen them.
Yep.
Is it a real money store thing, Snow?
Nope, that is what you get with the when
Was it
you max out
It's from-
the Moogle Beast Tribe.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Their thing is near
Ooh.
Zenith.
Look at the light effects coming from down there. Between the rocks over there. The sort of
Yep.
sunrise effect. Neat.
Some of
Shiny.
the stuff that they rolled out before the big update. They've been teasing us with better graphics, is what it is.
Yeah.
Little by little, and it's like, okay, nobody's noticed, so we're gonna tell them about this.
I'm definitely looking forward to the new character graphics with the expansion.
Except we noticed, because there was a marked improvement in not just how it looked, but also how it ran. A lot smoother now.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember noticing that.
I don't know what they changed, but in preparation for this, but it was definitely noticeable from my perspective.
Yeah. In fact, I think the first time we streamed together after that happened, I specifically said, is it just me or is this running a lot smoother now?
Yeah, exactly those words.
Weird that I would totally try the whatever those bugs are that we killed.
I mean, why? Why would that be weird?
Tastes like lobster.
They're probably incredibly meaty.
True.
It's
I don't know,
better
some
to
people
try them
have-
when they're bigger, because then you get more meat out of them, as opposed to having to like eat the shell and stuff.
Yeah.
You can eat them more lobster-like.
Snow and I were actually enjoying some mealworms the other day.
Over yeah.
For nya?
We might as well talk to a person that's close to us first, eh?
Ah.
I think.
Mealworms, Artemis. Smaller
it's right at the-
versions of the things that they put in tequila.
It's right there in the name. You're supposed to eat them. They're meals.
Not MEAL. I know I can be painfully Canada sometimes, but you are painfully Canadian.
Don't know what you're talking about, eh? Perhaps even the Tremontaine can turn to
Oh,
the
wow. I was wrong.
Ponitent. Where the fuck you just said?
It is spelled MEAL. My bad. I was informed that they were spelled differently, and my dyslexic ass never thought to Google it.
Oh, good.
One word, mealworm.
I'm not sure how else you could spell that and have it still sound like that.
A lot of different ways to make the...
M-I-E-L maybe, but then you're risking looking too French, so that's not good.
You're eating bugs, you already look French. Not a slight, by the way, because bugs are delicious. But if you're eating bugs, you already look French. They kind of pioneered that shit.
Oh, you gotta murder some of these things.
Keep flapping the
Endymion.
chocobo, you will eventually fly. Wait a minute. I've seen this anime.
Yeah, I thought you'd get At least a laugh out of the names of these fuckers.
Endymion.
For the life of me, I can't recall the name of the anime right now, but I have seen this anime.
Is it Sailor
It was a king.
Moon?
Yes.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thought you said you weren't high.
I'm not high. I'm sober. That's the problem.
We need to get one more.
We need one more of them. Yeah.
Over
Then
there.
we continue on the path and find the lazy bitch who's right there.
Yep.
I like how I found him in the middle of the sentence about finding him.
Yep. I said he was under some stairs.
Yeah, I knew he's around here somewhere.
Already stepped on him at least once today.
Whee!
Hey, bitch.
We gotta say something.
Oops. That's party
And
mode.
say.
I had party mode as my default.
Oh, good.
How do I feel about ass cake? Not great.
Well, define ass cake.
How do you feel about cake farts, though?
Potentially not safe for work. Links in the chat. That's
You know
six
what?
of one, half a dozen the other. That's up to you, Kren.
Go ahead, and I will delete it right after I copy paste it.
Oh, God.
Make sure you. Well, I'll click it quickly.
That's okay, I got it.
Got it.
Okay, nuke it.
That's disturbing.
Wow.
I can't nuke it. Weirdly enough.
Oh.
Let me.
I don't know how to either.
Hold on. They fucked with my settings again, I believe. Nope, I just don't have the ability to delete it.
I don't
I
either.
guess a moderator can't delete moderator posts.
Larson, can you delete it yourself? Because I can't.
What, even the streamer can't?
Nope.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
That's messed up.
Actually,
that's a.
I can't delete messages from anybody.
What?
Like the option just doesn't seem to be there.
Okay, in the chat, make sure that in under settings, you should have show moderation actions ticked.
Where is that exactly?
It's the gear next to the button that says chat.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
The gear that's hiding behind my speakers where I couldn't see it. Okay.
Uh-oh. I
Yep,
think
show
I might be
moderation action.
disconnected.
Yep.
Good timing.
It was on.
Weird.
But all I've got
Weird.
is pin this message or click to reply. No matter who it's from, even non-mods.
See, I can delete Artemis's messages, time her out, and ban her if I wanted to, but nobody else has those markers for me.
I mean,
When Ray was in here, I can do that with her as well. Manic Dan. Yeah, I got no problem. But if they have the broadcaster or the moderator tag, I can't do anything with them. That's problematic.
Where are you guys seeing the option to just delete a message without, like, timing a person out or something?
Okay, well, if you have that thing ticked next to the person's name on the left side, you'll have a ban button, a timeout button, and a delete button. I'm gonna try something real quick.
I just have timeout and ban. Or a button to mod people.
Let's give this a shot. I cannot time out Larson. Timing out would have deleted all of the messages, but I can't.
On the right-hand side, I've got reply and pin. But there's nothing that comes up hovering on the left.
There's not going to be anything on the right side. Here, I'll show you what it should look like. And really, it should say this for anyone if you're a moderator or better. I'll just throw this at ya. This is Artemis's messages. Those 3 icons on the left side.
Oh, I don't have any of that.
Try... You said that you had that thing ticked?
Yeah.
Show moderation actions?
Yeah.
Let's see, other things.
Like, I just have the name. I just have the person's name and possibly, like, the star icon or the crown icon or the sword icon. That's it. Let me see what else I got. Show mod icons. Let's see what that does. Oh, there they are.
I think that's... Oh, it's mod icons, not actions. My bad.
Okay, there we go. There's the delete. Done. I never knew that was a thing.
I thought the actions was the, you know, the actions. The action buttons. Why wouldn't it be actions?
One would think, so what the fuck does that even do then?
Does it show when a moderator does something?
I don't know.
That is what it does.
Oh, that's the the logging of
Jesus.
Okay. That's
so
not
stupid.
what that sounds like at all.
I had a logical conclusion, and it just decided to make me run for absolutely no reason other than the fact that I'm a trans woman.
Somehow, I don't think that's why. I think maybe it's. I think maybe it's because Twitch is twatching again.
Correction, Larson, you don't have everything activated, because if you did, it would be in dark mode, you fucking heathen.
Yeah, what the fuck is with this light mode shit? Alright, Larson, learn how to twatch. Man.
Yeah, I can't delete Larson's.
I could, but I didn't know about those button icons there. Now that I know about them, we're all set. I learned a thing today.
It's just weird because I should have them too, and they're just actively not showing up. Larson can delete mine, but I can't delete his.
Are they not showing up for anybody? Or just Larson?
They're not showing up for Larson. Or Snow. I can see them for Artemis. I can see them for Ray. I can see them for anyone who does not have a broadcaster or moderator tag.
Huh. Yeah, you said he could do it to you, though. That's weird. I wonder if there's a setting on your account or something like a way that I need to give you permission to do that or something. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter, though, ultimately.
I mean, I suppose it could have just fucking nuked the chat. There is a clear chat button that I could have used.
I don't think we need to go with...
Yeah,
I don't think we need the nuclear option here.
Scorched Earth for that.
Yeah.
It was a bad picture. It's absolutely awful in every sense of the fucking word. But it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Jesus. Why did they have to make it look like they hadn't wiped? I mean, I know...
That was the worst part,
still.
Right? The worst part of the butt cake was definitely the overly detailed anus.
Anus?
Yes.
What Egyptian god is that? There's a counterpart?
I'm terrified to have to admit this, but my curiosity has to say yes. I do want to see the counterpart.
Like now that I've seen one of them, I have to see both. Complete the set, please.
Also, I've noticed that during this whole debacle, we've had our daily disconnect of Kai. Welcome back.
Yeah.
You know what? That's much better. Thank you.
Still needs to be deleted after the fact, but which I still can't do.
I feel better now.
One of these is definitely for eating. The other one is
in two different ways, in fact.
I do like the pussy cake.
I wonder if Penny Arcade is still doing their Dickerdoodles thing every year.
Jesus.
You remember about that one? Have you seen that?
Yeah.
All right. So if there's anybody watching who doesn't know what I'm talking about, at one point, and possibly still currently, I do not know. At some point of the year, I forget which time of year it is, they would have their fans bake cookies specifically designed to look like dicks, and then send pictures of them in to show off every year. And oh man, do people get inventive with the icing on those things.
You know what would be a funny way of doing that? And I'm sure somebody already has done this because I'm not a clever person. But have a standard, like, just zero effort dick-shaped cookie, and then just put all of the icing on that, and making sure it's white icing.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
There we go.
So much white icing in the Dickerdoodles.
Like, just this massive puddle of white frosting on a loosely dick-shaped cookie.
I think a few people submitted, in the interest of equality, submitted some vag-shaped ones next to the dick-shaped ones, and the white icing was dripping off of both of them.
Oh, jeez.
That's right, I had to redo part of that because I got disconnected.
Hey! I leveled up from running up some
Snow ran
stairs.
off without me.
I thought you were on my character. Sorry.
Lewd.
I will come and get you. Where'd you go?
I'm hanging out by this here wind sprite over here.
Wind sprite. Ah.
I figured I'd beat it.
That's pretty hot,
okay.
Larson.
It actually wasn't my intention. I was trying to just select it so I could emote at it, but it decided to be aggroed at me instead.
Ah.
That's okay. I'll get all of my attacks going.
That kind of attack still just rolls around and then like the energy just like stabs through them from all directions. It's like woof. No.
All I know is these Endymions have, these horns need to calm the fuck down.
Their neck must be very, very
Real strong.
tired.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that probably the most unfortunate thing about the butt cake is that whoever made it decided to go off of a statistical fact. And I hate that. White guys don't wipe.
Oh.
This has been... there have been questionnaires about this, and apparently that's a fucking thing, and it's... I don't like it.
That's disgusting.
It is. Apparently a lot of white guys don't know how to clean their ass.
It's not fucking complicated.
So I should say specifically straight white guys.
Wait, is that part of the stat too?
Yes.
What the fuck? Although I guess it would make sense that gay guys would need to be more careful about that.
Just because gay guys need to be more careful doesn't mean straight people shouldn't be.
Right?
Like...
That's some nasty shit. Literally. And figuratively.
I feel like one of these should not discount the other.
Agreed.
The horns on that one are pretty.
Oh, the bird? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Here, have a beak, bitch. Why are you two squealing over there?
It's just me. I had to squeal because I kept trying to click snow and kept missing, and instead grabbing the wind-up Alphanod.
Just, you can just click her name in the party window. That'll also work.
God damn it, I keep forgetting that that's a thing.
Yeah, that's fair. We got a nearby windy butthole to click.
Oh dear.
I do have to say, though, these mod icons do kind of ugly up the chat a little bit, but they are useful to have around.
A range of impressive bananas. Ah!
That was my favorite one, too. Oh, shit.
Oh my god!
That is an impressive banana.
That's hilarious.
Some real big herd.
That banana's got a chin.
You led them right to us. That banana has a stronger chin than I do. I have a new spell, by the way. But I can't use it for some reason.
They would have kept aggroing on us if I kept...
Oh, because I don't have thing.
If I kept running...
Yeah.
Running back to get back over here.
Oh, this one wants to come back again. Make up your mind, guy.
Okay, there we go.
Now it's fine. Have my new spell.
Nice.
Really?
Restoring HP when the member's HP falls below 50%.
If you would kindly fuck all the way off. You are all the way over there.
And there he goes again. Move back, Snow. Move farther back. I think you're right on the edge of his range. That's why he keeps coming back.
I was just trying to get the Aether Current.
I'm trying to do that too.
Really? I run back and it immediately aggroes on me again. You fucker. That's it. Nope. Nope. You are not getting away this time. Fuck you.
Y'all done fucked up now, motherfucker.
Okay, I can keep their attention if you can go get it. Kinda my job.
Hey.
Sorry, Larson, what's that? What's that? The shard of dark. I just want to point out, Larson just said the phrase "shard of darkness."
He said that a while ago.
Yes, like but I just and I just noticed now because we were talking to NPCs and shit.
There. Okay. Now I can go and talk to Sid.
Yeah.
And then Wedge.
Yep.
So what do you say, Kai? Are you ready to hunt the white whale? Shall we Captain Ahab this motherfucker?
It reminded me of a song that was a victim of its own era.
Oh.
A song called Ahab the Arab.
Fair.
The shit people got away with once upon a time.
For once, I actually remember this fight.
Larson would like to remind us that things didn't work out too well for Ahab. Well, we don't know how it's going to work out for us either.
Having read the book, you're 100% correct. Things did not exactly turn out very well for Ahab. In fact, very little turned out well for Ahab across the entirety of that story.
Looking at the time, I feel like we should probably get this trial out of the way while we're still somewhat in practice and not coming back fresh next week.
Okay.
What do you think? Also, this, as I've said previously, this is one of my favorite boss fights in the game. It's neat.
It'll probably push us a little bit over, but sure.
No, it's not a whole dungeon. It's just it's just a boss fight. It's not like a dungeon or anything.
Nope. There will be another tank.
But let us eat yourself one food.
Eat the food. I don't know what food to shove in face.
I don't want to eat food. So
Okay.
instead, I will have bacon broth.
Eh,
Broth is not food.
roast
Oh, shit.
nerd. So, sweet and sour orange duck is what I'm getting. That sounds amazing, actually.
I had apple juice.
Hopefully none of the
Hopefully it wasn't congealed.
Right? Ew. This is a pretty standard fight, though. Just do your standard stuff. At some point, people are gonna have to activate some things, but you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the spectacle of this boss fight.
Oh, and climb onto his back when they say climb onto his back.
Yeah, we'll call it out.
Yeah. Otherwise, murderize.
Basically, we have to reel him in so that we can
Intentionally arise.
smack him.
Yes. You can fall off the edge of this.
Agent
please do not red
Crunchy.
mage.
Yeah, don't be careful with the edges. Other than that, just tank stuff. Oh, look at all these sunshine saviors.
Unfortunately, mine is not a glamour plate yet. Nice.
That just kind of get bounced around
I
there.
have nothing to hit.
Now you
Now
have
you do.
something.
Don't
Nice.
say it in those.
Whoa.
Because otherwise,
Agent Crunchy needs to calm down over there.
Where if we have, oh gods, we have a dragoon. Don't you fucking dare! Dragoons and red mages love just like
Yeeting themselves.
leading themselves off the edge. Oof.
Let's
There.
enjoy the visuals of the giant whale in
Do
the
the thing.
background, flying
Do the
around and
thing. Okay.
slamming. All right, get
Yeah.
up.
What?
We're gonna get to smack him now. Run up and smack him.
Wait. Now, on.
Now. It's on
Speed
the
it up.
veil.
Beat his ass! Beat his ass! We'll get tossed back onto the platform. And there you go. More murder. Beware those things.
Have some regen. Sludge enjoyer.
Ugh. Our Dark Knight. Shit. Shit.
Well, I just got blown.
Hot.
Yeah, you get tossed up. It doesn't throw you off of there, but it's just kind of obnoxious.
It's just a knockdown effect with additional context.
Yeah.
So it's brown?
Oh god.
I don't like the context of that kind of context today.
Okay.
It's
Ow.
not as ow as you should have been, though.
Fair.
Ah.
More
Suddenly
murder.
mans. Herb mans.
I love the music for this fight, by the way.
It is good.
Woo! Fuck. That's gonna hurt. Ah!
Log on to use my healing spell.
Woo!
Some
Oh,
healing
yeah.
spell.
I forgot you had that.
It was definitely useful.
Ow. Shit.
Night, Larson.
Nay, Larson.
Yep, nah. Come here, you.
Mount the Vale.
Wait for him to get here first.
I guess.
Oh, fuck. That was an accidental poop on my... Okay. So it said, no, I have to be on the whale, apparently.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I was distance spied and they're like, yeah, no, you rescued me onto the whale. Like, I do not need to be on the whale.
Apparently you do, though. Because sometimes you get invulnerable messages if not.
Huh? I get what now?
Invulnerable. Happened to me.
Eh.
Alright, well, I guess this person gets commended because you're the only one left here. Ever just immediately pieced the fuck out.
Yeah, oh well.
So yeah, Kai, what do you think? Enjoyable
It
spectacle?
was fun.
Yeah.
Enjoyable.
I like the perspective of, like, the whale's over there, reel it in, or like it rams you sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing it fly alongside of our little island was kind of neat. We got the thingy!
Yay.
I dropped it.
Of all the times.
Light, beloved.
There goes the server again.
Again?
The fuck?
Son of a bitch.
Yo, me too.
Light to none.
It's me this time, at least.
No, that was weird.
Receive a blessing. More.
Maybe they just don't like avant-garde music.
Hmm. Quick, pick up the USB drive.
So falls the Lord of Mists, as did all others before him. How many times does this make, warrior of light? Ah, how much you have grown. Far beyond the limits.
Just look over you.
That's what we seek.
Why?
I don't know.
That he has. The key to Azizla.
That was a sound.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
That's the tube, by the way.
I see you have regained the blessing of light.
Can I
No,
log
wait.
in now?
Albeit at a fraction of
That's
its
not,
former strength.
Alright, hang on a second. I got some cutscene dialogue going on over here.
Apologies.
My thanks to you, Ascian. And to you as well, Warrior of Light, for saving us the effort of slaying Bismarck.
Save.
I'm not a fish.
Okay.
Now that the key is within our grasp, the path to the heavens shall at last be laid bare.
That's a fancy USB drive.
Need speed running through the dialogue.
By our deeds shall the wrongs of antiquity be righted, and man reclaim the reins of history.
It's the big sky butt plug.
But does it have a gemstone?
A lot of them. There we go.
Ooh.
Pretty scary looking butt plug, honestly.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, so the USB drive was a wingsuit. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, it's just a very elaborate key.
It's a sextant. Totally a sextant. It's just pointing the direction.
Yep. Found the Sky City.
I don't know how people kept missing it. It's kind of real big.
It was up in the clouds.
So are we.
Apparently much higher.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe we pulled it down from space.
Space!
Space!
Oop, ow.
You alright?
Yep.
Oh. Oh dear.
Sorry, when evil noises come from the mouth of the crazy modern artist musician, you know that she's found something interesting.
I await
Behold.
results. Oh?
Drum distortion.
Ooh. I like it.
It's funny how I did it too, because it's entirely analog.
You're analog.
That is the power of two magnets, one on either side of the drum head.
I like it.
That's fucking cool.
It's pretty cool. Alright, shall we raid somebody?
Sure. I was just completing that out.
Yeah.
Multitasking, if you will.
Indeed. Well, a lot of our raid options are going to need to be skipped because everybody's playing Baldur's Gate 3 and are probably farther in the game than I am. But that does leave us with one good option, unless you have a counter suggestion.
I'm trying to identify what game Akai is playing. It looks like a Resident